Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the show where I tell you what exactly you need to know, and a bunch of shite has been happening in Portland, Oregon over the last 48 hours, particularly over the last 24 hours. And I'm probably going to do a couple videos today on this subject, but for here, I want to talk about the Portland police as well. I'm going to do two separate videos. One highlights the Gestapo. One is going to highlight the Portland police. So just for some real context here, this is some of the stuff that's happening.
What are you doing? Use your words. What are you doing? Use your words. What are you doing?
So there are unidentifiable Homeland Security forces. This is literally a Gestapo running through and targeting specific individuals and then capturing them, taking them into unmarked cars. You know, some have no tags, right? And then just disappearing them. This is something that's been happening. For those of you that don't have any proper context for this, this is something that's been happening for a long time in these protests. Is they take people and then their family calls up the police station the next day and it's like, oh, hey, what's the status on my brother? And then the police are like, what? Who? Sorry, we don't know anyone by that name. And then they hang up. This is called murder, in other words. Okay, these people do not have rights under the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. So this is one thing that's happening. Let's finish this clip.
Use your words. What is going on?
We need to know.
Who are you?
Why are you taking
NLG will get you out. What's your name? Tell us your name.
What's your name?
Okay, you're fine. We'll get you out.
Bro, what?
So one thing that's super interesting is they're not reading anyone their Miranda rights, which is literally illegal. But again, this is what you don't understand. If you don't understand. If you do understand this, then stay alive out there, right? It's hard. But we do not live in a democracy. We never have. That never existed. That's been fake. Whatever you were taught in school has been fake. Literally everything. And I'm not even joking. Like, right down to the fucking how to do multiplication, right? That shit was all fucking fake, okay? Like, especially history, especially world history, that shit is literally fake. It is manufactured. It is not real. If you want to, see an actual history of the United States, I would go to any other country that the United States has invaded or destroyed, and maybe ask them about a history of the United States. But, I just want to be very explicit here. This is all illegal. There is no legal auspices for any of this. This is, the same shit that they do when they're, purporting to, topple dictators in the Middle East or in Latin America. This is the same shit they do. These are called death squads. That's what these are. These are not a secret police force or a Gestapo. These are just straight up death squads. If there's going to be at least a few dozen people that probably are just going to disappear forever. Maybe they'll show up in Guantanamo. Who knows? But just watch this, dude.
We got you, friend.
We got you.
Look it into this car. There's no tag on the front of the car. There might be one in the back.
You just violated
I don't
their
know.
rights.
But this is not a police vehicle.
Kidnapping people.
You just violated their rights.
Thanks for keeping them fucking. Oh.
It's just bizarre. And then you've got this other video here linked in this thread. Someone just riding down. Look at that cop. Look at that cop. Look at these cops run up, and then the other one just tackles them.
From the federal courthouse.
Look at that. And this is actually Portland police, to my understanding. So someone just riding their bike. Oops, sorry. That's illegal now because we said so. This is the thing that people don't understand, particularly right-wingers just don't understand the idea, is that this is what Don't Tread on Me is for. When you go out there and you have your oh, don't tread on my rights, you whipper. When you do that, that's what this is for. Right? Look at the Minneapolis' 3rd precinct. That's what Don't Tread on Me actually looks like. That's what people who take that shit seriously actually do. When you go out there and you defend the police, you're just a loser. You're a loser. That makes you a fucking loser. Like 80% of the fucking country sees that the fucking police are at least the people that are starting violence, or maybe the most of the problem. I think it's like 40% think that police are the major issue, and then there's like another 30 to 40% that are like police are the instigator or the more violent of the protesting police kind of like dichotomy, right? So it's like, we have this situation where, like, you are just a weirdo. If you side with the cops here, you're just a fucking cringe lord. And again, look at this. This is another picture that I saved last night. There's just military trucks in Portland. Why not, right? Like, why not? What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. And then also, look at this. The Portland police is just Oh, look at this! Oh no! They had coolers with food! Ah! Oh, can you believe it? They were feeding homeless people! Ah! Oh no! They were drawing! Ah! They were drawing! Can you believe it? They were feeding homeless people and drawing! Oh my god! Law and order! Law and order! That's what you sound like. If you're calling for law and order, like what? Like, what? Like, this is just minor graffiti. And then, like, feeding homeless people, making a shelter. Like, just drawing. What? Like, wow, so dangerous, right? Like, what? Wow, look at this. This is anarchy, everyone. Ooh, violent anarchists have taken over and are feeding and providing shelter to homeless people. Again, this is what you fucking morons. You look like fucking freak shows. When you go out there and fucking leave oh, commies! Oh, commies! Oh, look at me! I'm writing commies in the YouTube like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, but you're just not bright. You're a dullard. Right? Like, seriously, you need a severe reorientation of how your brain works, because you're just not smart. You are easily duped. You are what they refer to as a useful idiot. Right? You gain nothing. Right? It's like, unless you're getting paid, like, by these cops or by the government or something, right? You gain nothing. Like, what do you gain by going online on Twitter and YouTube and fucking going out in the streets and saying, law and order! Blue lives matter! What do you gain? What is the advantage to that? Because for me, and the people like me, our advantage, shelter, food, community, somewhere to live, right? That's shelter, right? Like, this is our advantage, right? Like, our advantage is directly linked to the necessities of human life. What is your advantage? When you go out there and you say, blue lives matter, ooh, you're a commie, hoo-hoo, yeah! What do you gain? What when you say that, does it, like, make you feel good? Like, and this is a serious question. What do you gain? Because the way I see it, you only are losing. You're just a loser. Like a fucking loser. There is no such thing as a good cop. Okay? You're telling me there's a good cop when they just raided a fucking homeless shelter? Oh yeah, good cops, right? No, there is no good cop. And no, you're not fucking cool. You're not epic. You're not edgy. Okay? Ooh, I support the president. I'm so counterculture. What? You support the most powerful person in the world and you claim to be counterculture? What? Like, do you need a fucking mental evaluation? You're a loser, dude. Like, that's all you are, and that's all you ever will be on that track. Oh, look at that. Oh, they were feeding homeless people. Can you imagine?